Hello friends, and welcome back to another Clean with me. I hope you guys are excited and feeling motivated for another day of getting it all done, whether it's laundry, which there's a lot of, or dishes, cleaning up, tidying. And today we're going to be packing for our family vacation. So I hope you're excited. Get those to-do lists out and let's get going. So guys, first things first, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. If you are new, my name is Lindsay. I'm a 28-year-old stay-at-home mom. I have 3 kids, a girl who's going to be 4 in November, another girl who's 2, and a 7-month-old little boy who just turned 7 months old yesterday, which is just mind-blowing. But yes, so I am so glad that you are here. Here we keep it real, keep it honest, and I show you my regular schmegular house and the regular schmegular things I do in that house, like sort clothes. This pile of clothes is both dirty laundry from the kids and new things that I got from the yard sales. You guys might remember me talking about going yard selling with my mom. I actually took that week off and didn't have a video because we had our state route that we live on had sales up and down the whole thing. So my mom came up and then we had a bridal shower later that weekend. So we were sailing. They start the yard sales on Wednesday. Some people started on Tuesday and they go until Sunday. It's like totally nuts. And I think we were out for about 10 and a half hours altogether. And we did not even hit like half of them. I think we got like halfway down the country block and then we had to stop because the kids were like upset and didn't want to be in the car anymore. So we kept having to stop and take breaks, and it was so much fun. We hit the jackpot. There's a house and they have a sale every year, but I'd never stopped before. But I will be stopping from now on. Their daughters are older than my girls, so they had all of the neck sizes in the correct seasons that I need for my girls. And everything they had was 50 cents. You cannot find decent kids' clothes for 50 cents at any thrift store or anywhere. So I stocked up. I came home with $20 worth of 50-cent clothes. So I had a ton of clothes. I also found another sale where they have a little boy who's a little bit older than Luke, so I was able to get a bunch of clothes for him. So I had a humongous box, a cardboard box full of clothes that are too big. You see me pulling them and sorting them right now. I'm sorting like, what are we going to keep out right now? What are we going to go ahead and put away? At the end, I end up with an entire hamper full of clothes that are too big that I need to sort into the 2 big bins. And I'm going to have to redo my bins because they have some smaller sizes, and I need to just go ahead and move along those smaller sizes and change the numbering on the bins to accommodate up to 5T, because that's what I'm getting for Naomi now because she's so tall. Oh, it's crazy. But anyways, we hit the jackpot on baby clothes and toddler clothes, so I was pretty excited. This literally took care of all the back to school shopping that I needed to do. There were just a few things that I needed to pick up that were new that I wasn't able to find, but pretty much this took care of all of it. And let me tell you, these girls, I can't leave anything in their room. They will just dump it all out, they can't open the drawers in this big dresser, but they can open the drawers in the little dresser, and they will just dump everything out. But on this day when I'm doing this laundry was the day that we were leaving for our trip. Every year we go spend the weekend with Kevin's family. We go up to Lake Erie. We have fun. We play board games. We stay up way too late. And then we swim in the pool, and it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. So we were getting ready to go there. So I was pulling out clothes that I wanted to take. So that's what I'm doing. The camera is on the other small dresser. So I was just setting everything in front of the camera on that dresser so that I could bring the packing cubes in and pack everybody's clothes. So yeah, so it was really fun. And this is the only clip that I took before the trip. Everything else I recorded was after the trip for this video. It was the day that we came home, actually, or the day after we came home, because we came home Sunday night and then I recorded the rest of this on Monday. But anyways, we have this week to get the house in order because Naomi starts school the first week of September after Labor Day. So it's crunch time. I got to get the backpack ready, got to make sure that we got everything we need for the lunches and the lunchbox. And there's Naomi. Naomi has been super duper clingy lately, and I don't really know why. She's usually so unbothered by like whether I'm there or not there or who's around. She just kind of does her own thing. But recently she's been like asking for me. She'll say, "Mama, mama," and she just wants to be around me. Ella is just kind of like, yeah, whatever, man. You'll probably also see she's like completely covered in marker because I set her at the table on this day to keep her busy with some markers and some paper while I was cleaning the kitchen and finishing up this laundry. And she colored all over herself. And I thought, well, whatever, we'll wash it off in the lake later. I was like, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I have too much to figure out before Kevin got off work that day. So I was trying to have everything ready to go so that when Kev got home, he could just load up the car and we could head up there. We were planning to have dinner up there together. So I did not want to waste time. I wanted to be in a big old hurry. So there I am pulling out all the clothes I separated into that hamper, and I'm like, I will just separate these later because I don't have time to pull out the bins and actually put everything into its little sections according to size. I'm like, I will do that later. But anyways, Naomi is doing really well. Some of you guys have been asking me how she's been adjusting to her medicine, and she's been doing fabulous. She hasn't had a seizure for going on 3 weeks now, which is amazing. The medicine seems to be working, and she seems to be adjusting to it very well, which is just such a blessing. I was so nervous, and the first few weeks she was on that medicine, she was super wobbly and just not with it, not totally herself, but she's doing really good, and she's getting a new prescription for her glasses, so she'll be able to wear her glasses again, and then she'll be able to see, which is super important for school and for life in general. And then later in September, we're going to try to go back to audiology and try to get her back into wearing her hearing aid and eventually back into wearing her cochlear implant. We really only want to introduce one at a time, just so that we don't overwhelm her, because she hasn't been wearing them for so long at this point that it might be a little too much, and we don't want to trigger any seizures. But like I said, she's doing really well, which is super exciting. And this was the second basket of clothes that I washed, the second load. It did have a lot more of their like actual clothes that they have right now, and a lot less of like the clothes that need to be put up, the bigger clothes, because it was whatever didn't fit in the first load from the new clothes or new to us clothes, and all of their dirty clothes, because there were some things that they had worn recently that I wanted to take with us. So it's going to be kind of an interesting time, I'm going to tell you guys, because this week, like I said, we're getting ready for back to school, and then Naomi goes back to school next week. Well, next week also we're leaving to go to Amish country for my brother's wedding. And we're all in the wedding. I'm a bridesmaid. The girls are flower girls. Luke is going to be the ring bearer. So it's going to be an eventful couple of weeks, let me tell you. But we are looking forward to the family time. And I know that the kids are going to have so much fun being with the relatives. And they like going to new places and exploring, especially Ella. She's just a little explorer. She was having a ball at the lake. There's a park that we go to that we've been to a few times, and it has like a splash pad and the playground, and then you can walk right down to the beach, and it was just, she was having so much fun. She did not want to leave. She cried when we were trying to put her in the car to leave. She was so upset, but she was going down the slide and swinging on the swings. She was having a great time. I was like, man, we need to go to a park that has a fence, though, because she would just run off, and we'd be, like, chasing after her, like, come back here. But, 2-year-olds, what are you going to do? She was having a great time. But I am going to include, at the end of this clip, I will include this little video I took of Luke, and we were standing at the water's edge, and where we were standing, the water was, like, hitting up against this log that was right there, and it was splashing up, and he was just having a blast. He was just kicking and kicking and kicking and having such a great time. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to remember this forever. The first time he saw that much water at once. He was just, like, so excited. And it's even funnier because the bucket hat he's wearing is, like, totally flipped up. But I left that part in the video with sound so you guys could hear the water. And I'm, like, laughing because he was kicking so much because I was like, what are you doing? But I just had him in the front carrier, and he was looking out, and he was having a great time. They're going to take after their grandma in that sense. Kevin's mom loves the beach and the water, and she likes to go up to the lake and look for sea glass, which I didn't even know you could find sea glass in the lake until my mother-in-law started collecting it. So that's been fun. She's made us, like, some ornaments out of sea glass and some necklaces and different things out of sea glass. She really enjoys it. So we were having fun up there with them. But like I said, we honestly really hit the jackpot with these clothes. I was so excited, and it was perfect because I needed some 9-month sleepers for Luke, and they had a bunch of them. Now, the only downside to these sleepers that we acquired was that they were snap sleepers and not zip sleepers. And if you know anything about having a boy in the middle of the night, you're changing diapers pretty frequently, and snaps in the dark stink. They're the worst. Whoever invented them, no, you should not be allowed to invent things anymore. My mom used to, like, oh, look at this sleeper, it's so cute. And I would be like, it has snaps. It's not that cute. Get rid of it. And my mom would be so mad. She was like, why can't we just have sleepers with snaps? And I'm like, you're not the one who's snapping them at 3 a.m. I am, and I'm not snapping in the dark. You guys let me know down in the comments if you agree with me. Snappy pajamas for babies or no snappy pajamas for babies. So that was the girls' packing cube that I finished, and then I was giving Mr. Buddy his own packing cube because he needs more outfits because he's more likely to have accidents than the girls are. I don't know what it is, man. The difference between boys and girls, he will, like, make a mess and, like, poop through his diaper all the time. I'm like, how are you doing this? Or, like, leak out with his pee. I'm like, this is insane. My girls never had this many blowouts or this many accidents. It's just absolutely wild. But so I got everything all packed in there, and then I threw it all into that empty basket so that I could end up taking it into my room to throw into the duffel bag, which I don't end up filming that because I kind of did it, like, as I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to get everything else ready. I was also trying to do all this clothing stuff before nap time so that the girls could nap, and then it wouldn't matter and I wouldn't have to be in their room. So here is my packed basket, and you guys enjoy this clip of Luke enjoying the lake for the first time. And now back to the cleaning. What I just thought that was the cutest reaction. He was just having the best time. So here we are, after the weekend away, back at the house, getting everything cleaned up. This was our first full day back home, so there was dishes and lots of stuff that needed cleaned up. Guys, I have managed to pack and leave for a trip, and my kitchen didn't get totally trashed. So what we did the week before, it's sticking, it's working, it's a good system. So we just now have to focus on doing the rest of the house. So here I'm just taking out some things that Naomi got for back to school, getting them out of their packages, getting them all ready to be thrown thrown into the dishwasher to get cleaned. Like I said, focus this week is prepping for school. And since it's going to be September, we will be decorating. So I want you guys to let me know. I usually decorate for fall. I don't do like Halloween. I don't really change up my decorations. I just do fall. And I usually decorate for fall like September 1st or that first weekend. So not Labor Day weekend, but like the weekend after that. But I'll be gone at my brother's wedding. So more likely than not, it would be the weekend after that. But if you guys would be interested in seeing that, I could do a decorate with me instead of a clean with me. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in. For me, it's either way. I could film the decorating. I could not film the decorating. You'll see it in the next clean with me after the decorating regardless. So it's up to you guys. Let me know. And technically when you're decorating, you kind of are cleaning a little bit. And one habit that I've been trying to get into with my decorating, as we're trying to live our minimal-ish life, not minimalism. We have a minimal-ish life. I've been trying to declutter my decor. So when I'm taking things down, okay, what do I not like? What am I not planning to put back up after these decorations come down? And then also, what did I not put out? If I didn't put something out this year, likely not going to put it out next year. So just go on ahead and get rid of it. And this is a really good thing. I do it at Christmas too. And it gives you 2 separate times to declutter, okay? So you're decluttering when you're putting up, and you're decluttering when you're taking down. Because if you had something up up for the season and you're like, okay, I really didn't like the way this looked, or it's not matching with the rest of the stuff or whatever, don't put it back in the bin. Get rid of it. Donate it, sell it, whatever. Get rid of it. And that's just a really good way to kind of build in those habits of giving stuff a pathway out of your house. I've talked about it before. We have so many pathways in which things come into our house. Mail, Amazon, birthdays, Christmas, just random purchases you make when you're shopping. But we don't have very many pathways for things to leave our home. If you're not in a constant state of decluttering, which is exhausting, then you don't really have a pathway for things to leave your home. So being intentional about your decluttering, 5-10 minutes a day or one thing a week, like I'm going to declutter 1 drawer a week or whatever. I've been trying to do the zones and it's hard. I actually was thinking about switching my zones around so that on Monday, instead of doing the kitchen, which is zone 1, I would switch zone 1 and zone 2, and I would make zone 1 the living room and dining room, because that's the area that gets totally trashed over the weekend. We're all home. We're all here making messes and whatever. I'm constantly doing the dishes. I'm always doing the dishes. But I'm not always cleaning up the living room, not always vacuuming. I'm not always picking up the toys. I'm not always clearing off the table every night. So if I switch it to Mondays, I think it's going to help me stay on top of things a little bit better, especially with back to school coming up. So maybe we'll do a trial run, and I may film my trial run and let you guys know how I feel about it. I'm going to go ahead and list my zones right now. I have zone 1 kitchen, which is Monday. And then I have zone 2 dining and living room. And that is Tuesday. And then I have zone 3, which is the bedrooms. Both bedrooms, because we have a 2-bedroom house. And then zone 4 is the bathroom and the back office / laundry room area. It's like a big long hallway at the back of the house, and I just lump that all together. And I try to get back there as much as I can. The office, however, it's a little neglected. Stay tuned for that project. We're trying to figure out a solution for my crafting area. It's a giant mess right now, but decluttering will probably help. So if I can declutter a little bit in the zones each week, I think that'll be really good practice to get into. But anyway, so I was just getting everything cleaned up, getting the dishwasher loaded, and then going to hand wash the dishes that could not go into the dishwasher. And then my stove was a giant mess. And I do give you guys a little bit of some ASMR with that stovetop cleaning. I know a lot of people were big fans of that in the last one. So a little bit for you guys again, in that sense. But I know I'm trying to mix the talking along with the actual cleaning sounds, but it's really hard when I'm watching stuff or listening to things. Like right here, I'm watching / listening to Vampire Diaries. I've been rewatching Vampire Diaries in my spare time, just because, I don't know, I was looking for a show to watch, and Kevin and I were watching Only Murders in the Building on Hulu, but we can only watch that together. So I wanted to watch something that I could watch when the kids are napping, or when it's the evening and he's not around, or whatever, he's about to switch his schedule. So I was like, okay, I need something that I can watch that has a lot of stuff. And Vampire Diaries is always a good one. I watched it in high school, and I watched it again when I was pregnant with Naomi. I watched it from start to finish when I was pregnant with her, which was 2020. So I was stuck at home anyhow. So it was a great time. But yeah, it's a good show. I like watching it. It's just so funny now because it's so dated. It's so long ago. But I remember thinking when that show came out, like, this is so cool and groundbreaking. And now I'm like, ooh, CGI is a little rough. But anyways, you guys enjoy some ASMR, and I will see you on the other side of that stovetop cleaning. Now, I know you all enjoyed that so much, so you're super welcome. I am going to try to intentionally film with nothing on in the background a couple of times, maybe in this next video, next week's video. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload. Also, I just realized that it looks really stupid with all those pictures missing behind me, because my kids get on the couch and they pull all those pictures off. Ugh. But anyways, I'm going to try to intentionally film with nothing playing in the background, and you'll probably just hear kids and the hum of motherhood. But that way, at least I'm able to play the audio and not get copyright or anything like that. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I think it'll be fun. A good mix-up. And then I don't have to talk for 27 straight minutes. Which you guys seem to be liking it. So I'm going to keep doing it as long as you guys enjoy it. It's a lot easier for me than trying to find royalty-free music, honestly. So that's really good. We are getting super duper close to being able to be monetized. I'm like actually kind of shocked. I'm hoping to be there by Christmas, or at least by Vlogmas, and then if not, Vlogmas will probably push us over. So if you guys are new in the last year, I do Vlogmas every year, so I do cleaning in my Vlogmas every day, but I don't actually post Clean With Me's unless I'm going to be out of town or unavailable to vlog for some reason. Then I'll post a Clean With Me. But for the most part, I don't post Clean With Me's in December. I post a video every single day for Vlogmas. I've done it for 3 years, which is wild, and I love it. This will be the 3rd year, so I really love it. It's fun. You can always go back and watch them. They're super short. They're anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes long. They're just like little clips throughout the day. Me telling you what's going on. We try to do Christmassy things spread in there, like making gingerbread houses and going to see lights and wrapping presents and stuff like that. It's really fun. I enjoy it. So we are really close to 1,000 subscribers, and we are super duper close to the watch hours that we need to get us monetized. which is just a big goal of mine that I have. This is like my hobby / creative outlet. It's also an accountability piece for me in some ways with my cleaning and my zonal clean, but also it's just something I enjoy. It's a good creative outlet for me, and I really find it motivating and I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy interacting with you guys down in the comments. I love to see what you guys are working on while we're hanging out. And if you're new, I love it when you say hello, I'm new, and we get to welcome you into the community. It's just really fun for me. So thank you guys so much for being here and for watching my videos, for listening to me talk, and enjoying being a part of my little YouTube family that we're creating here. It's been a fun journey so far, and I can't wait to see what we get into next. We are always coming up with creative things and trying to find new ways to stay on top of our lives as homemakers, as mothers, as working people. It's hard, but we are always trying to find the balance and make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and taking care of our home. Remember, guys, I always tell you, your home exists to serve you. You do not exist to serve your home. So if you feel like that's the case, then you need to take a step back, break your house down into zones, and figure out a way to manage it so it's not on top of you. That's my best piece of homemaking advice. I even had a friend who was a new mom, and she was trying to figure out how to manage cleaning and all of that, and I just told her, I said, just don't let it get on top of you. If you can maintenance clean, you will feel so much better. I promise. And sometimes I have to take my own advice. But anyways, guys, that is going to be all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments down below what you are working on today. And I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me, seeing a little bit of my process, and just a relaxing kind of evening of cleaning mixed in with a frantic clothing sort and trying to get everything off the floor in the kids' room before we leave. But yes, I am so grateful for you guys. Please let me know down in the comments what you are working on. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell. You guys are totally awesome. You're the reason that I'm here. And I cannot wait to see you guys all again very, very soon.